CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights, but now Punk and Eddie are boots to the knee, just felling their opponent, and now, oh, a pin attempt out of nowhere!
Not much behind that pin attempt.
You don't get paid by the hour, so nothing wrong with trying to wrap things up.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rule book. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
And now he gets back into the ring. Oh, man. Kick from behind. Ouch.
Right in the breadbasket.
This is going to be a slow, methodical match as much as it'll be a psychological one. Right now, I really can't tell who's got the advantage.
Punk and Eddie are so technically matched, I really think this one's going to come down to opportunities. Not only who can create them, but ultimately who can capitalize the fastest when those opportunities arise.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounter.
From the top, double axe handle connects. And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Punk is not taking his eye. Incoming!
Double axe handle. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. Get this back into the ring now.
Oh, what an axe handle.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from
going blow for blow, each one getting stiffer.
And Eddie pays for leaving an opening. Oh, my goodness. Clothesline! Off with their head. Check out the springboard. Did you see that? Propelled through the air.
Yeah, he's just running on fumes now.
Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to win that. CM Punk with the elbow drop.
Punk put everything he had behind that one, and Eddie's in a bad way now.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Ooh, he fends that off. Guerrero might be waking up.
His pride was not going to let that abuse continue.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here. I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win from the top.
Locked in. The knees up could provide a huge turnaround.
Oh, man.
Spinning heel kick. Eddie with a reversal.
Back and forth, counter after counter. Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of. CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey,
flying. Look at the height. Frog splash.
Back and forth. This has been an absolute showcase of fighting spirit from Punk and Guerrero.
Fighting spirit or sheer stubbornness. Either way, everyone in the WWE Universe is hanging on every move here.
And he slides him back to the mat. And Punk gets countered there.
He's got him square in his sights here. Springboard caught in midair. Powerbomb.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda vice grip.
And you can see him struggling, and he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Super.
CM Punk really trying to up the ante at this point as he climbs the turnbuckles and drags his opponent up there too. Arms hooked up. Oh God. The plunge!
No way Eddie's coming back from that.
And quickly now, shoulders down for the win. Punk did it. Here